I have the DNA of everything.
Yeah, you could go looking around for corpses.
Yep.
What Malini discovers, give me a knowledge nature roll.
With
Bellini's new world is just evil.
chaotic good to chaotic neutral, because it's pretty dark what she's doing. All right. New. Oh, hang on. Malini's new knowledge nature. Where did I? Okay, thank God. I thought I erased my skills for a second. Nature plus 27. 41.
While it's not as while you may not know exactly what it is that you're absorbing, Malini does discover that she can absorb blood and other bones and tissue, as something has done a lot of like really rough cleaning in this place.
Okay.
And the hecatomb device does like gurgle up blood when you kind of wipe it out on like or put it next to a floor where there's dried blood or some tissue. Multiple cells open up and absorb them. So
Okay.
Malini is starting to, in a roundabout way, I guess, clean the temple. And she spends some time stalking around the third floor in places where you guys have done battle before, and particularly you end up kind of here.
That first floor with all the giants.
No, the giant where the heads got thrown down.
Oh,
and,
okay,
where
yeah.
you guys camped out in there, so you spent some time in there. All right. So what are the rest of you doing as Malini wanders off?
All right, Ptolemy,
Oh, yes, me.
are we ready to... We're going to be shifting.
Oh, yes, I know this spell.
You do.
Of course.
We... Now, we require a...
Yes.
one of the stones to do this shift.
Which one?
So, Supreme Commander Soulstone. Gone!
What is the formula for charges in a staff?
It is the highest circle of spell that you can cast in charges, plus the number of charges equal to the circle of spell you sacrifice.
Okay, so he's got 14 charges. All right.
Also, we leveled. Do you want to say what we got?
No. Let's go.
Power! All right. We have one soul gem with a random soul.
Hold this, huh?
So
You also have the
It
blue
was-
You have the blue dragon soul gem. There's the arch. You've got Taharan's soul gem.
we've got So Talron soul gem isn't in the party pages. That's on Alkur sheet.
Okay.
There's canon. We have canon Besorigs. We've got the assassin womans. We've got Degooms. We could use Degooms. We should use Degooms.
If that's what makes you smile, sure.
No, we're very serious. And then the blue dragon, and then we have one with a random soul in it, and we don't know whose.
Yep.
And then we have one that has no soul on top of the one that is on the Krieger's person.
Okay. So you're gonna use the Degooms or the random one?
We're gonna use Degooms.
Okay.
Degoom deserves it. Whatever it is, he deserves it.
All right. So what do I do now? I know the spell, but normally there's a fork involved, like a tuning fork.
The chit becomes the tuning fork.
Ah, who's got a chit?
Here you go.
All right, and then there's a big hole in it, and he's looking through this like white and green casino chip with a square hole in the middle. He's looking at Darian because anything weird needs to be aimed Darian's way.
And this becomes a tuner. Yes, it becomes a tuner. And we put the soul stone in the chit.
Oh, it's doing something! And you notice the chit kind of like moves, like you're kind of molding clay, and you stick the soul stone into the chit, and then it fuses. Oh, no, it's not a peephole anymore.
How's that for you?
Oh. Well, yeah.
All right.
Oh, you're so childish.
I think this should form a connection. Curious. Alkur, can I speak to you for a moment?
Certainly.
Out in the hallway there, and you do.
Oh, for fuck! Figure it out!
Ptolemy skips away quickly when Darian's having his thing.
Easy guy.
I don't know if this... we might be consigning his soul to something.
I know.
We probably shouldn't tell Darian what we're doing. This is soul magic. I don't know if it destroys the soul, or moves the soul, or if the gem disappears, or... I don't know what's going to happen to it.
Neither do I.
Oh, a mystery.
It is a mystery.
Well, then... Inspector Sacco is on the case.
Who's Inspector Sacco?
Oh, it's a little game we used to play. Unky Dwarf would hide things around the manor, and I think in order to get me to explore some of the spooky places in the manor and come out of my room, quite frankly, he imbued magic in one of my winter socks.
He hid things like food around the mansion.
And
Well,
me
it's gonna
and
teach people how to stoop.
Inspector Sacco went to find... This is one of those things that Darian doesn't want me saying out loud, isn't it?
In private, these things are okay to voice.
Yeah. All right.
Later, we'll get to it. Alkur makes a I'm going to actually make a note to make, like, Ptolemy a magic sock that does the thing.
All right, then. Yes, it's a tuning fork. It will work exactly like a tuning fork, and we've got
A
the
magic sock that casts detect magic. Ooh.
And this will work like a tuning fork, and we have the tuning fork to return.
Yes.
Where is this going to return us to? Oh, this is... Yeah, this is... He, like, puts his tongue against it. This is Resurrect iron. You can see it's all kind of, like, rusty, but it's hard to...
Additionally, I have a scroll in case that gets lost. The scroll is already tuned.
Oh! And additionally, Crusher's carrying the orb, so we could just hop back into the workshop outside of time if things get bad and just live in there.
That's my plan.
Stop being so negative. We will survive this.
All right. Now,
I hope.
the part that Darian's going to like the most is that we all need to link hands.
You actually have to make hands for this one.
Lovely.
Let's get into a circle. Yes. Should we be facing in at each other, which is sort of awkward, but also facing out is awkward too. Shadow is removed from this conversation because he's facing in all directions right now, aren't you, Shadow?
Tails wagging behind him.
Oh. Oh. Now you have no excuse for crusties.
Oh, can you see yourself poop?
They'll still happen.
All right. Everyone linking hands?
Yes.
All right. Everyone hold hands.
Sure.
And repeat after me. Ptolemy is a great sorcerer.
That is
Ptolemy
not
is
part
a
of the spell.
Get on with it,
Great
asshole.
sorcerer. It is going to take 10 minutes.
Darian's just defeating it.
This does mean that we're not going to be able to do the reverse to come here the combative way.
No, I understand what you're saying.
How long does it take to use the scroll?
10 minutes.
Oh shit.
Ptolemy is a great caster.
Let's not piss off people on the other side then.
Oh, Darian's looking at you like that's your plan to not piss anybody off.
Or kill them all, I guess.
Oh, something's happening! And you notice that while he was muttering his spell, the casino chip kind of flies up in the center of all of you and begins to spin. And it's faster and faster and faster. Oh, it's getting bright. And the brightness kind of spreads and absorbs all of you in this wash of blinding light. Shadow is very much blinded.
Fuck.
And
Blink.
I'm going to go from level 3. Let me see if I can copy paste you guys to the new map.
See you in the goom.
Why are we going there again?
Because Marty's got a map of Caesar's palace he's been dying to use.
It's the casino from like Dead Rising 2.
Oh.
Hey.
The balcony of betters.
Okay, the blinding light basically transports you. You feel kind of tingly as there are streaks in your vision from the light. Shadow, you are blinded for one round when you guys arrive on this spot. There are glowing runes the same color as the magic that blinded you, kind of burning into these really, really old stones. There is the smell of sea air, but there's like a bit of rot on the sea air, almost like this like sickly stink that is on the sea air. There's a slight breeze, but I mean just an ever so slight breeze. The place is very warm. The sky is blue. There is an ancient looking structure, very intricate. There are signs of age and a little bit of crumbling stone here and there. Immediately when you start walking around this end, like behind you and to your sides, there seems to be this endless, almost like desert of white stones, and there is heat coming off of these stones. Heat like it's been baking in the sun for an eternity.
Okie doke.
The light dies down. Everyone but Shadow can see, and there is this lonely quiet. You can kind of hear like a splash. You should be hearing more from an ocean, although you can see it kind of flanking either side of the Casino Desoli, or its proper name, the Casino Desolicatassen.
Well, it looks like nobody's home.
I think we should knock.
Oscar chooses to be hidden.
Okay. Oscar with his 15th level powers.
Legendary stealth.
That's strange. We should have appeared miles away from our destination.
Perhaps there's a focal point of magic which pulls like an anchor. If this is meant as a tourist destination. Detect magic.
Okay. There's a pulse. There is a a dizzying amount of conjuration magic all around you.
Whew.
As the runes in the ground seem to be acting like an anchor.
Yes.
The chip is gone. The chip and the gem that enveloped you, like it didn't appear in Ptolemy's hands. It's just gone. You could cross it off.
What the fuck? Where's my Dagoon?
I felt it slip from my fingers. It was, I don't know, around here somewhere. Ptolemy kind of takes a step. Oh, these stones have a crust on them, and they kind of crunch. At the same time, there's a bit of dust that comes up from the stones.
Okay.
We shall call the stones the crunching dust of sun-bleached bones of birds and their shit beneath your feet.
Is there any sounds of birds?
No. It's quiet.
Knowledge nature? Shadow?
I'm starting going towards the building.
For much of this crust, shadows like bending down and oh yeah, you're leaving footprints in it. Shadow takes a wipe for there to be like half an inch of bird shit and bird bones and kind of dusty feathers that have been baked into a film
It's a 35. It's interesting.
across a desert of stones. 1,000,000 birds plus over centuries created this.
Tons of birds.
At this point in time, two animalistic foghorn almost kind of like noises erupt, and you guys all can see it. You see the direction where it's coming from, and you can see two massive whale-sized aberrations, one mounting the other from behind. They kind of rise up out of the water and then sort of splash down.
Oh, get a room.
Freaking kaiju. They are kaiju. That's a
Are they fighting?
I wouldn't say fighting.
Starts with an F though.
Yes. Tommy's like, those were deep ones.
Deep what?
Hey, it looked like it was right in there.
Shadow's laughing as he pulls out arrows.
Okay. They're
Can I
creatures.
suggest we don't stand on the dimensional anchor?
They are
Yes.
they are spawn of horrible creatures that live in the Otra.
What's an ultra?
The place outside of the plains that even the gods fear to tread.
Where's that?
On the outside,
Outside of what?
creation.
It's supposed to be not here. It's a term it's a term relegated to the use of the space outside of the space with which what we perceive exists.
So kill it if it comes at us, right?
They aren't
You
supposed
guys are just making stuff up. If you don't know, just say so. I'm free to keep walking.
Okay, you guys can hear sort of a like weird clicking. This is much less loud than the two fornicating deep ones out in the listless ocean. The listless sea of eternity is what it's called. There were a few splashes, but you can hear like weird clicking. It seems to be like a scuffle in the portico area, and like a third muffled voice.
Ptolemy. This place is supposed to be that run by traditional gods. Yet it seems to be surrounded by beings that are not traditional.
You can see that there's something in a woman's bonnet and something in a woman's hat. They look like they're bent over and like fighting over something, kind of in the portico area. That's as much as you can see from this.
Okay. We're in chapter 3 of Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Okay. Oscar's going to start sneaking.
Okay.
See what the fudge is going on.
So you guys are like crunching through the
Yeah.
Yep.
the
move
endless
forward.
detritus of a million seabirds, of which you see none, and I'm going to bring you to a map called Portico. I'll make this player visible.
What the fuck is going on?
Crusher's is like, nope, beyond me.
We have walked into a horror film.
Okay, so you're sneaking up onto the portico, and you can see what looks like a woman in a bonnet and a woman in a lady's hat. Oh, let me force you guys there. Kind of like shuffling over an upturned barrel, like a barrel that is upside down, or like a big bucket like barrel that is upside down. There's something moving around in the bucket, and these two ladies, I just put their hats because there's something wrong with the ladies. They're kind of hunched over, and Oscar, one of them's got a flipper for a hand. And you're kind of like hiding right here and sort of looking at these two ladies. You can actually see them now, Oscar. They are not ladies.
Oh, god damn. Ma'am, pardon?
They're looking around. Are you?
I'll be visiting. What?
They've got gills and they are dressed in people clothing, but they look kind of like half people, half fish.
I'm new around here. Are you normal or some sort of horrible monster?
Perfect.
Oh, they're talking. I understand what they're saying.
What are they saying?
They're trying to figure out if you're mortal or not. Because
No, I'm not mortal.
they kind of shuffle back. I'll just move their hats off to the side as the jig is up. Okay, they kind of hide behind the barrel, but there's something bumping in the barrel. Like they've overturned this bucket over top of something, and you can hear this like annoyed voice coming from inside the barrel. They're defensively like hiding from Oscar at this point. Is everyone just charging up the stairs now? Like, are you just joining Oscar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you spend a moment gawking at these fish ladies dressed up in their Sunday best.
Oh, I can't unsee that shit.
I mean, I can understand. I mean, at least that one I understand.
One of them start making like this honking noise, and like they're making clicking sounds, and then more fish people come shuffling out like of the entryway, and you can see they're all wearing fine clothes, but they're kind of shuffling, some faster than others.
Oh my lordy lord!
They're all wearing like tuxedos and like fine clothes that have kind of rotted away a little bit, and
There's some cackling.
Yeah, that's some scary shit right there. Shadow's like he's like like flicking. He's like
some of their clothing is too long now because it looks like the flippers are and one of them's like pulling himself along the ground, like he's kind of lost the ability to stand up.
Is this some sort of late stage twisting?
They're all
Like Alkur's asking out loud and thinking about it.
They're beautiful, says Ptolemy as he stands forward.
Ptolemy.
Huh?
Slow down.
Oh, all right.
They're all related to the waters.
What?
Fish-like.
Sacrame, will
Why?
someone let me out of this damned contraption?
Oh,
They're angrily growling at Oscar as you approach.
Hey, you pointing at the thing?
Yep.
Waving away. Fuck you. Get away.
All right, give me an intimidate check.
Crusher just walks behind him, like a little bit behind him, like.
Okay, you can aid.
All right. 24. Go away.
All right, you convince the two female fish folk. They're kind of hobbling now and flippering back to the big mob of them that stopped halfway up the portico, and they're exclaiming in their strange tongues what's going on, and they're pointing back.
All right. So I understood what you said in there, and I'm gonna let you out of contraption. But if you're not polite, you're gonna get stabbed. So be polite. He's like finger wagging at the bucket. He goes, "You're freaking." All right.
Je comprends.
I'm assuming that means okie dokie. We're gonna open the bucket.
Okay. Immediately, something kind of like flies up out of the bucket, and it is a floating, decapitated skull with green gems for eyes.
Oh God.
Oh, that's bad.
Sacrament! How long I have been in that thing?
Now you're free.
How long have you been in that thing? Knowledge, religion?
Way too long. Run, fish folk, run!
He's starting to fly around. You notice the fish folk stop for a moment.
Hail me, 'cause I am male.
He sits down on. He kind of floats down towards all of you.
Well,
So, we're new around here. Could you kind of tell us the fuck is going on?
yes, I suppose you would be a bit disorientated. I am Mel. I am renowned around these parts.
You have beings of the Otra fornicating in your sea.
Yes. From some of the nice balconies, you can see them fornicating whenever they get a bit, how shall we say, a little randy. It is one of the few great sights left here at the casino. Oh, I know who you are. Oh, goody!
He does this little flip in the air.
You are the great and magnifique. How delightful. Oh, the beholder must be going absolutely insane at this point in time.
Excuse me, beholder? Which beholder?
What the fuck is he talking about?
Oh, he's the, Oh, does that mean I'm on the... Hello? Oh, I didn't prepare. How's my face look?
Oscar straightens his eyebrows.
Yeah, there's no eyebrows left. There's one the tooth that seems to be missing.
Oscar straightens his own
okay.
eyebrows. He gets the idea that they're being watched.
Darian kind of mutters after he says, "How's my face?" Is hardly smiteable.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I'm still trying to figure out his accent.
Sacre bleu.
Is it French? Yes.
There was a little bit of Sembian earlier.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, mon Dieu, it is a paladin. Do not get close to the paladin. He will send you into the next life, he will, with the answer. It has been very, very interesting watching you, Darian. I see that you have your good pants on today. I shall be polite, but know that Mel is here to be your guide.
Step one, knowledge. What the hell is this thing?
You are
And
the
Fox
god.
is like, I just got here. What's happening? We don't know.
You know,
we went
Wither
to the
King,
casino,
Wither King's
and
here.
there
Hey,
was
man.
giant god beings boning in the ocean.
The fishmen seem to like you notice Krieger that some of them have knives and some of them have like really sharp teeth and they are like looking for an advantage.
Keep in mind, you're a bear and you eat salmon. Whack!
All right. No.
That is my
Fish
name,
people.
and do not wear it out because I do not have much left. You are Alkur, are you not? Oh, yes, a great magician as well as a priest.
Yes. The fish people.
And the mighty, the one who stabs, who collects.
We have had much fun watching you on your adventures, Oscar. I don't know all of your names. We all know your names around here. The mighty Wolfsheim brothers, Bone Crusher, as well as Shadow. It is a nice robe you are wearing. Oh, Darian.
Has my room been prepared?
I see that once again you are wielding the great and mighty Answerer.
But the perplexed looks on your faces means that you do not remember. Well, it is a treat that you're here. I wonder how everyone's going to react.
Do you know this gentleman?
Who is this? He's the new one, isn't he? Always picking up stray dogs.
Fuck, the wolf's right there.
Oh,
Seriously, keep that.
don't worry about the fish folk. They're just the Pisca coilos, the hollow fish. They were once the help at the Casino Desolicatassen. Oh yes, rules.
And where are the management?
There are many people inside the casino still, although it has fallen on hard times. I could go and introduce you to a few, but I will tell you a few rules first. First rule, do not mess with the games. Mel did this once and lost some of his teeth.
We get some gold ones.
Mortals can be sent home by some of the ones that have power here.
And what would be the definition of our home?
I don't know. Maybe Runarak? Oh, and if you don't want to end up like them,
You kind of like his head kind of like tilting.
the hollow fish, the Pisca coilos, don't touch the gold.
You catch that, Oscar?
It is going to be.
What now?
It is going to be very, very tempting for you not to touch the gold, isn't it, Oscar? You see, I'm winking right now.
Nobody sees you winking.
It's because I do not have eyelids.
But
The gold is,
gems are all right, right?
the gold is cursed by their great and powerful entity known as Dagon. Well, they touched the gold. They got paid in gold. They touched it. A few of them might not have been, well, the help.
Does Dagon run the place?
Oh, no. Dagon is just one demon.
Is his Dagon
Knowledge religion? Is Dagon really just one demon?
It's a cult.
Well, we'll
Don't touch
just,
the gold. It is not the currency here. The currency is soul.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a problem.
Sometimes magic, but usually you exchange your magic and gems and jewels with the cashier.
get a 23 on occultism. So,
Dagon is a big fish demon lord.
big fish demon.
Demon
Apparently,
lord. Demon lord.
The Wither's getting weird audio. My voice is coming out of a different side than your guys's.
We're not on Twitch, so we're on VC, so we don't hear what he's hearing.
Your audio has been odd all night. Is it? Yeah.
Right now, you seem.
Wither was saying that your audio is also odd.
Mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the stream audio. I'm kicking up.
Yeah,
That's
saying
what I was
Adam
seeing
on the
last
right.
week. That's what I was seeing last week.
Oh,
But it fixed itself somehow.
apparently this new archetype's coming in July.
Test.
Microphone mono mix, none. I could average left and right if we want. Try that.
So for when I did my audio check here, Mark and myself and Ahmed were all coming through both headphones. So,
Am I?
Yeah. Yeah.
you didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
Give me a
Okay.
second.
Yeah, go ahead. 1, 2,
I'm
3, 4,
having-
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I haven't had any issues with you guys all night. On VC, anyway.
So you're coming in only on the left, Marty.
I am only coming in on the left.
I'm getting you on both, though.
For me, I'm seeing the same thing with Marty.
Okay.
I'm not sure how to fix this.
Well, I want the computers just do the goddamn thing.
Well, yeah, it's like the setting of XSplit is on both, so I don't know how to not make that happen.
I would like to know why my machine is acting really stupidly with the internet right now.
Check your IP address.
Test 1 2 3. 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 I'm coming in on both. Test 1 2 3. So, it might be a Twitch problem then.
That could be.
Okay.
So the currency is souls.
Right back.
All right. So, are things expensive?
You have to go to the cashier. I can go bring you and show you around if you want.
And can you take a big one and turn it into little ones?
Yeah. If you want to play games.
How much does it cost to purchase souls? Or partial components related to souls?
You have to win them. This is not a shop.
And how do you win?
You play games.
Are these games of chance or are these proper games?
Oh, the best games are games of cards. The chance, a house normally wins. We should go and watch you watch yourselves. Watching yourselves.
Turns one's head right upside down, and he flips around.
Alright, well, lead the way, Skeleton.
Well, it appears that some of those hollow fish have taken a liking to you.
Violence is not allowed here, then, isn't it?
It's one way to learn a lesson.
So, are they... I can't tell if they're aggressive or not.
Last rule round here. Don't trust anyone.
Does that include you?
I would never.
Yeah. If that's one of the rules, then how do I trust the rules when they come from someone?
Delightful, ain't it? Welcome to the casino. This place hasn't had celebrities in it for a long time. Well, you know, minus the regulars.
All right. Well, hey, fish fuckers. Get out of the way.
Some of the larger and more aggressive-looking fish folk form a line in front of you. They're kind of waving their hands around and flippers, and they're a borderline hostile. Mel just kind of floats up and is giggling.
Ptolemy, what are they saying?
Oh, they're saying that you need to pay a cover charge of one of us.
Oh, I got this.
They want one of us to go with them. I don't think...
Oscar's going to kick the one in front of him in the dick.
This Piskin male.
Yep, that one is getting kicked in the gonads.
All right, how much damage? Give me a d20 roll first.
All right. AC 40.
Yeah, it's a critical hit.
All right. Did he know I was going to kick him?
No.
Okay. So let's check my unarmed strike damage. I think it's D4. Fist is D4. Okay, so 2D4 plus 10D plus 10
You just did surgery.
54 damage,
Okay,
and he's enfeebled one.
You kicked this guy so hard that he was knocked out. Falls over. All the fish folk kind of go flapping and flopping back away from you as you took one of them out.
I kicked a fishman in the dick.
There's a bunch of fishmen that are now shuffling, afraid of Oscar and the group, and they're disappearing into the casino.
And that's the smallest guy here.
Yep.
Very good.
Oh, I think we'll be seeing them again.
Yep. Oscar's gonna throw this dude in the barrel.
Okay.
That was so delightful.
All right, lead the way.
Oh,
Mel.
to have feet again. You haven't seen my feet around, have you?
I'll let you know.
Oh, and to answer that question that is across your face, Alkur, I am a mimir.
What is an Amir?
A mimir.
An Amir. You look like a lich.
Oh, pardon me?
He says you look like a highly smiteable lich.
Leave it to the Paladin to think that every undead thing is smiteable, and then leave it to the cleric to think that a floating skull is a lich.
Yep.
Well, beggars can't be choosers now, can they?
Is he all right?
You haven't even started begging yet.
Oh,
I don't know what's wrong with you guys. You look
Oh,
like a fine gentleman to me.
so delightful. I can't wait to take you on a tour inside.
There we go. Let's go for our tour.
Can we not piss off the guy who's showing us around?
Yeah.
Fine.
I believe that Monsieur Bonecrusher is quite right.
I'm Bonecrusher.
I'm Shadow. Ah, fuck. It starts again.
To the cashier.
To the cashier. Oh, Darian.
What?
Most things in this place are smiteable.
Yeah, Darren, you're gonna have to put the brakes on here.
If you smite the wrong person or thing, you might be sent home. The more of you that get sent home, the more chances the hollow fish get their... Well, I was going to say claws, but it might be fishy appendages on you. You should be on your best behavior.
Not smiting is not my best behavior.
Crusher's readying a disarm.
Can you just keep the answer in your pants?
I will do my best.
Don't worry.
Don't embarrass me.
Some of those that normally wouldn't be able to hold it in their pants when they see a paladin to, well, I suppose, anti-smite, they've learned how to be on their best behaviors too. The glories of the casino, well, they've been... There's still things that are worth something here, and no one's gonna want to miss out.
Yes.
Come along!
I don't like it. I'm just saying.
No, there's nothing to like, but I need my soul fragment.
Ah, fuck it. I like this place. Come along, guys.
Much greater fiends and demons than you have walked these infernal halls.
But nothing good.
Oh.
Now.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. There's a glimmer of hope here somewhere, and that hope had to come from someplace.
Are there any angels here?
Angels? Don't know. A lot of masks are worn in such a place. Like the furry mask that you wear, Bone Crusher.
Nope. This is not a mask. This is who I am.
Oh, delightful. There are
I
so...
think he's speaking like metaphorically.
Ah, here we go.
I mean, if you come from the point of view of a floaty skull thing, all the fleshy bits are kind of like masks.
Yeah?
Some twisted version of reality, Oscar sells masks. Leatherface Oscar.
Okay, you end up in the entry hall before the great set of stairs leading up into the casino. You can almost hear a pin drop. Oh no, there's the fish folk. They kind of went running off to the left, kind of like running away from all of you.
This is the grand stairs. Of course, I don't need to use stairs anymore. Come along.
This is particularly interesting architecture, I must say.
The fresco and paint is kind of peeling here and there. There are weird stains, kind of spooky echoes, and the grandeur of past age has left grit and grime in every crack and cranny.
This architecture does not match the architecture of any of the weird extraplanar spaces on Resurrect.
Nope.
Yeah. Go up the stairs.
Okay.
Around.
There are a couple of fish folk that stumble down the stairs. It is kind of spooky here.
Do they seem to be like one gang of fish folk, or are they these other fish folk?
This one looked like he was carrying like a platter, like kind of like the room service platter. It kind of grumbled at you. Oh, how rude, says Ptolemy.
What do you say?
He said something about oh, I don't know, something about culinary delight. I think they might want to eat us. Something about after his shift.
Yeah, I'll see you after your shift. Slimy son of a bitch. Slimy son of a bitch. Slimy son of a bitch.
No, I
Yeah.
assume it's bad to kill one of these bastards, right?
Okay, at the top of the stairs, there are other rooms that you can go to, kind of along this area. But there is a woman, if you want to call her that, that is sitting inside of a like a caged window, like she's behind a cage. It looks like for protection. You can see some various slots and things, and the woman looks incredibly hag-like. Where is her token?
Shadowsy's like, oh shit.
You notice Mel goes up to the bars and kind of says something quietly to her, and she seemed to have been sleeping. There are all sorts of stains along the ground, like bad things have happened to people, maybe who have tried to attack or do things outside of the cage.
Yeah. Look who's working the minimum wage job here.
This is Mother Morg. The mother will transfer any of your valuables and assess any of the souls that you carry into, well, smaller chits if you want. You can cash out your winnings here as well. They know about the gold. Huh?
Is what he says to Mother Morg. She snapped out of whatever reverie or like boredom that she was in, and she's like looking around at those that are here and looks excited.
Question. Ma'am, what happens to the souls that are used here?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, I would.
That's part of why I asked the question.
Crusher puts a paw on Darian's shoulder, like, I'm here.
Which souls are you concerned about? Which souls do you cry about?
And she closes like the booth. Basically, there's a sliding piece of wood, and you can hear her just like hacking up a lung and then spitting into a bucket. Mel's just like bobbing around, and the thing opens up while she's like wiping her lips.
You must excuse Mother Morg. It is this damned salt air.
Yes, the salty air.
Whose soul are you concerned about?
Powerful souls that have done violence and evil. Are they Are they sent to their domains, or are they consumed, or are they set free?
It is not your business to know what management does with the souls.
She taps at some really weird writing. Like there's some like rules that are listed out in fine print kind of on the side of like into the stone. Like a long fingernail kind of came out and went tap tap.
You have souls to exchange. You wanting some souls to play games with. You buy bigger soul or small one. You do not get to pick,
And she points at another rule.
which soul you get. Unless soul is named, and then we treat it different.
How do we retrieve... Soul has to be named within a contract to be retrieved.
Ah, yes, you want to go and talk to contracts over there.
And you see this little office, and it says in multiple languages, contracts.
Okay, let's go to contracts.
Okay.
We're
Are you sure?
giant hag with baby skull necklace. Probably not the person we're going to just...
No souls, no play games. Do not interrupt games, or I send you home. Send you packings.
Now, we spent good souls to get here.
We did what now?
Evil souls. Evil souls. We spent evil souls to get here.
I honestly don't know where it went.
Oh, I know some of you. You and you and you.
And she points at Alkur as she's Oscar, Ptolemy, Bonecrusher, Shadow, Darian.
You cannot contract your souls. You are exempt.
She does not point at any of the rules, but she just told you one.
Yep.
Interesting, says Mel.
But you... Oh, I don't know how you did it, but his soul smells new.
Yeah, he's got that new mortal smell on him.
No mortal smell. Come here. Come see Mother Morg.
You really want me to put a
Shadow-
hammer in your face?
Shadow looks at him like, don't do it.
You're so contractable. I will give you 15 minor souls for your soul.
No.
On contingency of death. Good deal, Mother Morg. Good deal.
No.
Oh, so absolute. Know that you will come here when you want something. Mother Morg will be waiting for you.
The only thing we'll be coming back for is your head.
Many.
Now, Darian, keep your big mighty sword in your pants.
I'm trying.
Many have blamed Mother Morg for how pitiful they get for their tradings. Many have blamed Mother Morg for their losings, but Mother Morg not responsible.
And she points at one of the
Like a
rules.
rule.
Yeah.
Darian, look on the bright side. At least they have rules. They're orderly.
Ah, yes. It is insistence of infernal powers to have rules. However, chance is a bride of chaos.
Oh, goody, Alkur. We get to follow infernal rules.
Ah, yes.
Rules are rules, Darian.
It is the only rules that are left.
What are you talking about?
I'm sure someone will trade information for souls. Do any of you have anything to exchange with Madame Morgue?
Only Krieger pulls him back.
Only insults and smiting.
Real schmooze. Don't worry about it too much. says Mel. Ah, yes, little flower. Don't go by the name too often.
Little flower, is it?
Crusher laughs.
Petit fleur.
Mon petit fleur, oui. Such a small flower. So innocent, so toothless. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Oh, remind me of that. I'll get it back eventually. Don't you worry, you old hag. If I had a fist, I would shove it you know where.
He's kind of muttering to himself.
Alright, so,
So,
what do things normally cost here?
what do you mean?
I mean, Oscar's gonna pull up the mystery one.
Okay. Alright, give me, I don't know, 5d4s.
That was the first layer in the Earth dungeon, the Earth temple. Like, so we were like level 5 or 6.
Give me 3d4.
7.
Okay.
It is medium soul. Yes, yes. Would you like this medium soul in a chit, or would you like smaller chits? It has value of 7.
You can multiple smaller chits is equal to the bigger chit, right?
Ah, yes. It is numbers. Numbers are part of rules.
And is this is a 1 and a 1 equal to a 2, and is like a 2 and a 2 equal to a 4, or is like 2 and 2 equal to 8?
No.
No one taught you how to count properly, did they, Oscar?
Well, no. Some things are more potent when they're put together. Like if I took
Like farts.
Like poison. Sorry.
like
In honor of the great devils, it is base 9.
all right.
9 small souls equal up to 1 medium. 9 mediums equal up to great strong, and so on and so forth.
So this is 1 medium soul.
1
So
medium soul.
So it'd be 9 minor souls.
Yes. Here are your 9 minor souls.
And she just kind of like quickly counts out 9 souls, and they're different chits. They all have little glittering gems in them. They're small.
Okay, Oscar completes the transaction for 9 minor soul gems.
Okay.
We're going to focus heavily on the gem.
You notice that she took a 10th one, took it from 1 till and dropped it into
taxation. That is that 10% tax. That's awesome.
Oscar's like, so it's actually base 10, but
It'd be 10 for the tax on top. I understand. So we got 9 minor soul gems in capital letters. I'll hold that part.
Yeah, good.
It is an honor to do such transactions with someone like you. I have made bets on you in the past.
And does this pony come true?
Does that mean I am being watched right now? I did not do my hair this morning. Or this decade, actually.
Oh, her breast's back.
Oh.
I was gonna say you didn't do shit at all, but Crusher said that.
So,
Don't worry, you look mighty fine.
new dog. Petit chien. Yeah, you.
Is he looking to get batted around?
Kriegmeister, Krieger, Kriegs, Blitzkrieg.
What?
He's talking to you.
Yeah, why is he calling me names?
Yeah, so you gonna go and sell your soul to the contract devil and make yourself rich?
No.
Oh, you should. You're gonna need some. You're gonna need some jink to play some games.
What makes you think I want to play games?
Well, you're at the casino, aren't you?
Yeah, we're gonna wreck some shit. I mean,
But I have warned you.
yeah, don't touch the gold.
Yeah, don't touch the gold and don't mess with the games or they'll send you home.
So maybe I'll wait till they're done their games and then I smash your heads in.
I'm rather partial to my head. You know, before I was like this, I liked my head. Sure glad I took good care of it.
As I am beginning to understand, can we truly mess with the games since we are part of the games? Isn't our actions sort of outside those rules, as our being here is a game in and of itself?
I don't know. It's never happened before.
Oh, can a game interfere with a game? Oh.
Maybe.
Because if we interfere with a game, then that game means gets interrupted and we get tossed out, which interferes with the game we're in. So the person tossing us out gets tossed out.
I tell you what. I will agree to help you for a small fee.
Do you know what we're trying to do? Do you know what we're trying to do?
Oh, yes, there's a very, very special soul gem. They've been passing it around from one card player to another for eons now. I'd very much like to have it back. Of course, it's hard to play cards when you don't have... It's kind of looking side to side.
Hands?
Yes, hands, you got it. Right, see? You can still play charades. He's not dumb.
Does that mean they're passing you around?
What do you mean, passing me around? No, they're passing one of my teeth around. Is he the one that got knocked over here?
No, they're passing Al around.
I'd very much like to have my tooth back. I want for gift Mrs. May. 2 front teeth. 2 front teeth. My 2 front teeth.
So what you're saying is you want us to get your tooth back.
Oh, because he's missing his teeth.
Yeah, you get it.
It does make this kind of annoying whistle, so I forced it, and people are getting tired of hearing it.
So, where is it?
Don't mock me.
Alright, so where is it? So do you know where it is? Who's
Actually,
got it?
it's pretty funny.
I know you'd like it. So, I think this guy's stand up. He needs some help.
Yeah.
Let's get him his tooth.
Wait, was that a joke?
No,
yeah,
not
yeah.
really, but it came out as one. But
It's still funny.
Yeah, he's a stand-up guy. We should really lend him a hand, you know.
Yeah. You don't think
We
I've heard
should
this?
really have his back. You know, cover his ass, that sort of thing.
Don't want to be a pain in his ass.
Now I know what Vecna went through.
guys, back off him, okay? Leave him alone.
So
So do you want to visit the contract or not? You want to go sign a contract or not? I'm sure you. Oh, by now you're traveling around with them. You're probably a major soul.
Who has the cards?
What do you mean? Who has the cards?
The card that's being passed around.
The cards? The playing
Range your
cards.
fucking tooth, you fucking.
Oh, they're playing cards in there. They're always playing the game, unless there's some sort of distraction. You know, like when she dances or people at the bar.
What she dances?
Oh, Our Lady in Exile. She's a really good dancer. I mean, like, she'd give me wood if I had bone. Ah!
It's called a boner. What?
Don't be friends with the skull.
Oh, come on. Everyone likes Mel. Just a little floating
I
skull.
kind of like him, to be honest with you.
There we go. There we go.
And he's
Would
gonna
like
help
to
us
speak
for
with
free.
someone in management.
But I'll still give him to.
Management? Well, Mother Morgue is minor management. Management. Huh.
Well, you tell management that we are in a game and we're not going anywhere, and people are betting on us. So if we don't go anywhere, the game goes nowhere. So they're going to want to talk to us to get us going.
Yeah, management.
Management's interfering, so they're gonna get kicked out.
Well, there's the dealer. He's kind of management.
All right, then the dealer.
All right then. Oh, the contract devil's also management.
Does the contract devil know about... Do we have to come to the contract devil with the details of the contract that we want to produce? Could we just call him the contractor, by the way? Would that be possible?
Yeah.
It feels less...
Devilish.
Feels less like you're making a deal with the devil.
I'd say if Mother Morgue said you were all exempt, probably because you're involved in something. You could co-sign one of your souls for another person if you wanted. You could also cash in your soul upon your death, or other things. If you visit the contractor, if you're a little hard up for cash, a little strapped.
The dealer, then.
A dealer. Well, I think there's a game going on. You want to go see the game?
All right, let's see the game.
All right. Are you sure you want to bring your paladin inside?
I feel more comfortable with him in my presence.
Smite, 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 all day long.
I
Smite,
feel
smite,
less
smite.
comfortable with him in my
Smite, 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 while I sing this song.
What's the over-under of Mel getting through this and they'll lose another tooth?
I don't intend to lose any more teeth, Oscar Glitterfiend. Oh.
There's Oscar's front face.
How did you lose your teeth, by the way?
It's a long story. Come on, let's go see the game.
Did you lose it to one of us?
No, of course not. I might have lost it betting on one of you.
Which one?
Don't worry, you'll get your just desserts.
Now, see, that shit makes me not want to trust you. Like, if I had your tooth, I'd just take that shit. Be nice.
How did that jingle go about just desserts? It's a hellish treat.
Or was it on the radio?
I don't know, radio. Where are you from? It was on the television.
I like radio.
Yeah, well, you would.
Yeah, I would, because it's great. Your stupid head.
There's always one of you when a new medium comes along.
Seriously.
Just holding out on the old one. Can't
I
see
don't
the
like
future.
mediums talking to the dead. Nah, it's not for me.
I like him. He's even better in person. I'll go and show you where you guys are watching yourselves later. And let's go see the game.
Watching ourselves?
Well, I mean, Shadow's watched himself.
Always. I numerous watch myself.
This is one of those situations where there will be something that triggers, and it'll be too much, and then it's going to be too much, and it's going to be, oh my god, and then the stabbing will start.
The stabbing.
The stabbing. It's M. Night Shyamalan's new movie, it's stabbing.
Here's your twist ending.
What a twist!
Oh, I didn't mean to bring Mother Morgue. Put her back on the grand stair. She's making little kissy faces and like tries to pinch Krieger's cheek as he goes by.
No, he avoids her.
Okay.
She's freaky looking. She has baby skulls around her neck.
Krieger, be nice to the money changer.
Why?
They're important people.
She's
That is an important job for commerce.
She has got like skulls on her neck.
It's how she shows her power. Fertility.
I don't think they're for fertility. Cause ain't no one laying down with that.
Okay.
Well, maybe they're
You've got the dealer, who is a 15-foot tall pig demon in a little vest with a funny hat.
Like the gorillas with the little vest and a bow tie.
Yep. He's got these two like impossibly small wings kind of fluttering over his back, and every once in a while there's like he wipes his brow and there's like this weird multicolored sweat coming out of his glands. There is an assortment of strange folk around the card game, and let me get some of their tokens. First, there's one of the fishmen, and he looks really far gone.
Wow.
He's looking for Krabby Patties.
Yep, he's got these large black cards in his hands and a bunch of chits and souls in front of him. To his right, there is a man in a strange kind of self-concealed old-timey doctor's suit. Kind of looks bird-like. He is reaching for cards without touching them, like he's using a little kind of like grabby prong to like move the cards around and push things around, like he's afraid of touching anything. He's sitting there rather politely.
Bloodborne thing, fishman, and...
Next, sitting at a table, like a chair, is a shield, but you see the shield's mouth is moving, and it's like talking, and there are little imps that are crawling around and moving things around for him.
Is it similar to the lion's head shield?
No, if you zoom in, it does have like maybe the same properties, like it could probably bite, but the shield is not like lying in the chair, it's hovering in the chair. And the little imps kind of doing like there are people here inside of this room. There are all sorts of fish folk that are like bringing drinks around and spilling things all over the place because flippers are not the most dexterous in the world. You're pretty sure that most of them have move speeds less than that of men on land.
On land, yes.
On land, which makes them really, really awkward servants. You can hear Mel singing. It's beginning to look a lot like fish folk everywhere we go.
Fucking stink.
Oh, sorry. You could touch some gold if you wanted a little bit of a makeover.
There are other creatures around this card game. I got distracted by the fish folk. There is a man. No, it's more like a squid man. In a high robe. His cranium looks massive and about to bulge, and his tentacles look like leeches.
Right.
That is playing cards. We will continue.
This is like a Halloween special.
There is a
Shut up! Don't you ever say that word again.
the shadowy form of a female elf.
Another card for Zira. What?
There is some strange bone creature. And then there is a man that every time you kind of blink or look away and look back, looks like he's kind of turning into an older or younger version of himself. I'm just going to put his 3 tokens there, but...
The man outside of town. Ah! What is that?
Okay, there is a smattering of fish folk that are... let me just grab a bunch from the portico that are...
That would suck. It's turned into your younger self. It appears I've shit myself.
Fish folk servants. Like, there seems to be a lot of activity here. There are, like, minor, like,
Squidward.
quasits and, like, little fiendish things flying around and helping out. But this is where the main card game is going on, and I'll just push them a little bit further into each other.
Well, that's a peculiar set.
I thought I was a freak.
Hello? Hello? I know everyone is terribly busy with their game, but I would like to introduce some folks that need no introductions. Well, perhaps I should be introducing it the other way around.
You notice a few people turn around, the shield just like flips around and looks at you. Others are looking at their cards and looking straight at you. Some of them you get the feeling that they're looking straight through you. The dealer pauses for a moment as he looks, and there's you could hear a pin drop in the hole. The fish folk shuffle back.
Oh, you could cut the tension with a knife. Well, if you had hands to hold said knife.
Hello. We are champions from Resurrect.
Well, don't all get up at once.
Well, don't be rude, everyone. I'm the player. Would you like to join our little game?
I believe we're already engaged in a game.
A small side venture, then? We're playing a game. It's similar to Kings, poker.
Where are you, fucking child? Playing games all day? Grow up.
There's some chuckles from the from the. Ah, I see. He turns into an old man. I am most definitely not a child. His eyes are wide with old man confusion and rage.
I got a feeling a stiff wind would knock you over like one.
All right. You've been here around for some time, Mr. Player, I assume?
Yes, of course, Alkur.
I left something here, and I'm looking for it. Do you know where I could find it?
You notice him glance back over to the table. He nods like they... Oh shit, they're all having a conversation.
Don't make me kiss telepathy.
Ah.
Don't make me turn into the black to cast telepathy.
Mel's looking back and forth. I'm sure that information can be arranged if you play a hand or two.
What is the buy-in?
One of your souls.
As I understand it, our souls are not for sale, as we don't own them.
The game will eventually end. He turns back into the middle-aged man. And when it does, claim on one of your souls. Besides, he's trying to like point past Crusher. That one is perfectly acceptable. In its...
All right, why are we talking to this shitheel? He's not the dealer. That's right, you crawl away. And if you open your mouth again, I'm going to shut it for you. You understand me? He's intimidating him.
All right, give me an intimidation.
All right. Grrr, Darian rage.
For the next month, you're intimidated.
I'm coercing him to shut up, and
DC's 50.
I can make that. No, I can't.
If you roll that 20, you always succeed.
If I roll in that 20, yeah. That's what I need is in that 20. So, there we go. 14, so no.
Okay.
I don't think I critically. Plus 28?
32.
Gives me, yeah, 42, so not a critical fail.
The dealer says, like when you said the dealer looks up at you.
That's right, bacon tits. I'm looking at you.
You know, you got a way of...
The shield kind of just turns around and looks back at the cards, and the imp's kind of crawling around. The brain has already like started ignoring you guys. The woman, she's got like a small shadowy dragon, like a little like lap. Dark. The Piscan elder is laughing at something, and the doctor has turned around again. The bone creature is looking at all of you, but you can see is kind of like half-handedly playing the game as it's looking over at you. It's not making any movements to come over towards you. The player seems to be like straightening everything out, and don't worry, they'll come crawling to the table. Everyone does.
Why? Because you're a gambling addict. We're all going to get stuck on it? Think again. Bet you used to have a wife, huh? Bet she's not with you anymore. Filthy degenerate.
He throws Darian a look, like you pushed a button.
Darian does not like it here. He's taking it out on everyone. Just be glad he's not slaying things.
Hey, you may not want to push those guys too much. They're the big players. You want me to introduce them to you? I can help you, but they don't like it when people talk about them behind their backs, and I'd lay off the wife stuff.
What do you mean behind his back? I'm talking right to your face. I'm looking right at
Oh, hey, yeah, look,
Little head bobbing around in front of you. Ding! You kind of butt heads your faceplate.
Hey, I'm talking to you here. You might want to stay quiet. I could make a deal with you. I could tell you all the things you need to know, but you gotta then help me get my tooth back.
All right. Alright, I'll keep my mouth shut. For now.
I'm not saying keep your mouth shut. I'm saying go play the game and get my tooth back. And then I can tell you where all the things that you need to know, whether you win or lose. Those guys can probably skunk you. But chances are you might get that little gem that's going to be floating around there.
Which one has your tooth?
Hey. Oh yeah, they don't like me buzzing around. Looks like it's in the kitty. It's in the center there, in the pot.
One of the fish folk comes up and offers like Oscar some hors d'oeuvres. They're like little clams, but with pickled people fingers inside the clams.
Let's go smell it. Nah, I'm good.
Shadow's interested, like,
He's good too. So, just as a thing, I had a choice between being legendarily sneaky or legendarily steely. Ooh, I should have chose stealing.
All right. So, are you going to play a game or not? It only costs you one of your souls, and if you're stuck in this endless loop, chances of you having to pay up, there's a lot less of them since all this started.
It's not endless.
You might outlast them.
We will.
Oh.
Does anybody know how to play these games?
They're simple.
No. I mean, is anyone here like good with cards?
Yeah?
What skill would be card playing?
Lord gambling?
Profession
Or...
card shark or something?
Yeah, there's probably a separate skill like lore gambling because there's like lore for everything.
Yeah,
you could probably add in bluff and thievery if you wanted to cheat.
So Alkur could. Oh, wait a second.
Oscar, maybe?
Well, thievery. Oscar's an excellent thief. He's an okay bluffer.
Yeah, just keep in mind it was DC 50 to intimidate the player.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
guys,
not
we
that good
don't
of
have
a
a
bluffer,
hope in
but he is
hell.
that good of a thief.
Ptolemy has plus 22 deception and plus 4 thievery, so he's not.
He's not
Oscar
gonna
has a
cheat.
plus 32 thievery and a plus 21 deception.
I think he's our boy.
And he's good smuggling, hobnobbing, smuggling, sneaking, being shameless. And then the other way is Alkur can, as a single action, learn lore gambling.
Just as a single action.
As an action, once per day, he can just change his expert longevity powers.
That is one of the best fucking feats in this game.
So, if I want to be good at cards, I can be. He can actually become expert in card playing if you'd like. So, it's a lore skill. Lore skills are int based, so he would have a plus 24 gambling.
Didn't Ali say that he has potions to help you with these things?
Yes. We could get that to be plus 27, and then Alkur could also play really slowly to get that to plus 29. So you get a plus 29 gambling check, or whatever, like lore gambling would be Alkur's ticket to win it.
That's not bad.
But if I play, somebody is going to. I could try. But it would be. We would need to sacrifice someone's soul, potentially, if I lose.
He takes the gem off his neck. How about this one?
Hey, I got. Hey,
It's empty.
for this game, what if there's a we got a soul on us that's major soul, not one of ours though.
Some of the people who are playing look over at Oscar, and you can tell they're having a conversation in their heads.
I mean, we're just a bunch of rubes. Easy pickings, isn't it?
We'll accept the major soul as a buy-in, but you may need something more significant to continue to play.
And what kind of more significant? What more significant do you have in mind? What's more significant than ancient dragon's soul?
Oh, there's some static washing over all of you right now, and I am not interested in souls. I am interested in your brains.
How about fungus?
We got brains.
How about fungus that infects the brains? Interested in that?
No.
Do they need to be fresh?
Listen,
Fresher is better.
hey, fellas. They don't run the game. The dealer does. Ask the dealer. Fucking squid-headed fucking freak.
He's just playing. He doesn't react to your...
You're bullying.
Yep. The Pisca Elder seems pissed off at what's going on. He throws his cards down angrily at the table. The dealer looks at him. Pisca Elder is now storming off and goes to start to snack angrily at the clam fingers.
Alkur's going to take a moment to think about gambling. Lord Gambler.
Okay.
So he gives himself expertise in Lord Gambling. Because that's going to go horribly.
You notice the doctor fellow is cleaning off the seat where the where the Piscan Elder was sitting.
Alkur's gonna go sit in that chair.
Demon looks at you.
We're gonna put the dragon soul gem
Okay.
This has not been assessed.
Shit. Apologies. Be right back.
No, I'm sure that we could all go for a break. Some of us are leaking. Get the hag to come down here.
She's on her way.
He puts the gem down. You notice that the doctor gets up from his seat and like scurries away from Alkur, like he's afraid of him.
That's a very good question, Fox. What are we playing here for? Just information?
We're trying to get the tooth. We're trying to win the.
We want to win the
Murray.
pot to get the tooth, to make the little skull boy tell us where Alkur's gem is.
You also asked about that from them. They should tell you. 2 for 1. Get something else from the skull once you win. Better fucking win. And assign you hero points, gentlemen.
Mel comes over. He's what are we all whispering about?
Wait. So, trying to figure out how to fucking win.
Well, the player thinks he's devious. He always thinks that, well, that bluffing wins games.
I'll throw him off.
The Shield of the Hidden Lord employs imps because he, well, like yours truly, doesn't have hands. The imps are sometimes bad and, well, raise the cards up too high. The brain never bluffs. He is some sort of calculating machine. The shadow of her former self. She's very disinterested these days. I don't even know if she knows she's playing.
So her actions are random.
Best not engage her at all.
Murray,
Yep.
the Glitter Fiend is an imp.
Yep.
How different do imps look from one another?
They look different, but your imp is invisible but it could turn visible if you wanted. Oscar thinks for a moment. You pulling up the
He's
imp?
like, I could probably dick with the shields game. How many imps has he got around?
Oh, they're all over the place.
Little fuckers. Oscar's gonna have the Glitter Fiend start mingling with the Shields imps.
Yep. Let me just pull out the Glitter Fiend.
So, just a quick question here. So using, I guess, using an eyeball around would kind of not be good. Or are there any rules against that?
Using a what, sorry?
He's talking about
Prying eye from his robe, I think. Is...
Yeah.
I'm not saying that no one's ever cheated. However, you've got to back up your own game if you ever get caught.
Interesting.
Sitting at that table, the dealer is going to know is going to be able to listen in on any telepathic thoughts that you may be broadcasting. He is a demon, though. I'm sure he could be bribed.
Well, what Crusher and Alkur have, is that telepathic?
Alkur's going to tell Crusher in his head that they're not in this space. I don't smell them in here.
Yeah, you don't sense Zuggtmoy here.
Anyone else?
No?
We're free!
Got a radio.
What are y'all concocting? Oh, you're gonna actually try to win. Oh, happy day! The flare, flower power.
I can just go sit in the corner over there. You're down the stairs. I'm fine with that.
Shall go like down the stairs or something, have a seat on the steps.
Okay. You walk outside. You can see there's some fish people outside. A couple of they might be the ones you scared away earlier.
Darian, you might come along. I'm gonna be thinking about this stuff here.
No, I'm gonna watch Alkur.
Krieger, fucking somebody.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Thanks.
Keep walking, fish.
Oh, Crusher.
Summon Lemmy. Yeah. I'll do that.
So we could do something simple as I can,
I'm
take
not
a
sure.
look.
I'm not sure about that bone guy over there. Not sure what he is actually. Some sort of bone devil, maybe.
Knowledge occult.
Sure.
Alkur's knowledge occult. It is currently 22, 24, 27, 35.
It's like a cross between a bone devil or an ozolith and some sort of demon called a babau.
Wow.
It's like you can't tell whether it's a devil or a demon.
I think it's some kind of mixed breed. Can they do that?
I'm not sure. Yeah, he's a strange one.
There's only one way to find out if they can do that. It's to try real hard.
Well,
Demons.
are you going to play or not? I would very much like to own the paladin soul when this is all done, says the player.
Our buy-in is yet to be adjudicated.
Crusher, come with me.
Outside.
Okay. There is a very large night hag coming into the seaward hall.
Excuse me.
Cheeks are in danger.
Pretty.
Yeah, just keep going there. Keep going there, pretty.
Krieger, what are you doing? She's looking right at you.
Shadow's like, come on, Krieger, let's
Just get out of the
Yeah,
hallway.
get out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
She makes like a little kind of pinchy motions towards Krieger.
Krieger makes I'm gonna punch you in the face motions with his hands.
Then she stops for a moment and catches her breath.
Damnable air.
Alkur will go back to the position.
What?
Need an assessment.
Why did you send them down to me? Why didn't Oh, yes, of course.
She nods to those that are here.
Wouldn't want the players to have to get up or anything. Ah. Oh. What color was it?
Blue.
There's an ancient blue dragon inside of here. It is a grand soul.
This will be sufficient. Shall I break this up into smaller souls for you?
Sure.
Okay. And he puts it in the center. He gives Alkur 9 greater souls.
Okay. I'll just a quick note. For now, the goal here is to win, so we'll just be bathing in souls. We'll have so much evil that we'll nobody able to do with ourselves.
Alkur, I'm sorry. I have to slay you now. You've got so much evil on you.
Is there anything else that needs to be assessed?
Well, it depends what the player looks at. Does this paladin need to be breathing down my neck?
He's standing 5 feet away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You and I will have words after this.
Oh not words.
Roger. I'll try to use those eyes, and you can tell Alkur what's going on.
Are you gonna give me a disapproving glance too, Grandpa?
I just imagine them being like, I challenge you to a duel, sir! In the middle of the duel, ah! My back!
Wait, give me a second.
What are the stakes of the game?
Like the shield kind of speaks through like a metal mouth full of metal.
Alkur's gonna tap the seat where the doctor was, just tap it invitingly.
The doctor is afraid of you.
Have a plank here. Do you want to eat my boogers?
No, the doctor's over at a basin washing with soaps and water that he brought himself and pulling them out of a bag. It is a good question. What is the stake of the game? We are playing for a dragon soul. But the price for the information you wanted was for one of your souls.
Well, if we're playing the dragon soul to buy in to see if I can win the pot, perhaps I don't need the information.
You'll likely need additional funds to play.
We'll pull a couple of gems out. Because in for this encounter.
Where else are we gonna spend them?
Yep. The cannon, Besorig, and the assassin.
Okay.
Ah, these are 2 superior souls.
We got superior times 2 and greater.
Oh no, sorry. Greater. She says they're this. You cash in the grand soul for 9, and then you have 2 more, so you have 11 greater.
All right. So.
Shadow plucks an eye from
Okay.
the cloak.
They agree on terms for the pot that's been accumulating. The first person to 3 wins will win the pot.
Okay.
and you notice that there's some negotiation that goes on, that they actually push the they get the dealer to take out some of the smaller souls to put the dragon soul back in. So that gets tossed into the pot, and you can see the shiny green gem that that Mel was interested in.
Yeah.
Mel, the little flower.
Yeah. Petit fleur.
Petit fleur, way. What are the rest of you doing?
Oh, Darian's waiting for them to deal.
Okay. Krieger does see that some of the fish folk, while they've not successfully carried this martini glass for the third time, like they've broken it, eventually one of them gets all the way to the table and puts a martini down in front of the player.
If I was running that bar, I would be fucking furious right now.
Apparently, one of the fish folk, her job is just to go over and kind of scrape away the mess.
When you order a drink, they don't make one; they make 7.
Keep trying.
Oscar's getting evil eyes from the Piskin elder, who looks like just in a horrible mood after losing his games. And
Oscar is now somewhat distracted as he's concentrating on having the glitter fiend join the herd of the shield.
Tommy's just been mouth agape, just gawking at things. This is such a wonderful place. We should see if they rent us a room here, says Tommy to Oscar.
This is an interesting place.
Fortunes can be made in one and lost here. What are the three of you doing hiding in that corner?
Shadow's plucking an eye out of the cloak.
Oh, look they're at it again. You guys are facing the kind of like the opposite way where you guys arrived, and you can see these two deep ones swimming around.
Shadow's having the thing float above the table.
This seems to gather a group of Piskins that stop whatever they're doing, and they're just watching the deep ones.
That's basically the hub for them.
Mel's just, did I see you pull something out of your head?
Don't worry about it.
Nope.
I spy with my little green eye something.
It's invisible.
Well, he didn't see nothing.
Oh, I know. I was saying.
No, I mean, Oscar's telling the skull he didn't see nothing.
Give me a deception check for Oscar. You can add 2 for the glitter fiend.
Okay.
This is basically you interjecting your imp into the parade of imps.
Yep. Go, gadget, Oscar. Deception, not my best skill, but 38.
Okay.
Sneaky.
The imp is doing its thing. The shield, kind of glances at Alkur.
Your mighty fine craft.
What would you know of Godcraft?
Oh, I've been working, not quite there yet, but, there's always time to develop one's skill.
You must excuse the shield of the hidden lord. He's rather sore after his fall.
Where did he fall from?
Grace.
You wouldn't happen to be Angelcraft, would you?
No.
Far from. Although on the same side, I suppose.
Are you from the plane of Modrons?
A little deeper.
The Inevitables?
outcast. There is no sword.
Watch a couple of the imps come in, or like kind of in Alkur's face about that.
He is Gorgoth, the great Gorgoth, the outcast.